In this video, we're going to break down the cost of a refurb. So this refurb is just under 70k, so there's quite a lot needs doing. I'm going to break down exactly what needs doing and how much each individual thing costs. So first things first, refurb prices and refurb costs vary across the UK. So they might be more expensive in some areas and less expensive in other areas. And also it depends on your negotiation skills and different things like that. So first thing, as you can see, the property's had a full rip out. So even ceilings come down, everything's been ripped out, and the gardens all had a bit of a tidy up. So that comes to around 2.5 grand. Here's a quick 10 things to look out for on a viewing that could cost you a lot. Number 1, windows. Old or damaged windows are expensive to replace, especially if it's a whole house worth. Double glazing is the standard now, so if you see single glazed or rotten wooden frames, factor in for window replacements. If the glass has condensation in between the panes, it means the glass is blown. If the casement is good, just replace the glass. Number 2, electrics. Look out for plug sockets on the skirting boards. That's usually a sign the property hasn't been rewired in decades. Also, check the fuse board. If it's an old style one with fuses instead of modern circuit breakers, you'll likely need a full rewire. Make sure sockets have on and off switches. Some of the older ones didn't have them, so you have to replace them with a socket with a switch. Number 3, plumbing. If the boiler looks ancient, it probably is. A new boiler can set you back anywhere from 1,500 quid to 3 grand. Also, check the radiators. If they're rusty or have no TRVs, you might want to replace the whole system. So when you're doing a refurb or you're looking at a property that you're potentially going to buy, always consider the cost of windows and front doors and stuff. Windows are expensive. So all new windows in this property, front doors, so it's going to cost around £7,000. This is going to be the bathroom, and that is going to be the kitchen. So for the kitchen and bathroom to be brand new, all tiled nicely and everything with an island, it's going to be around 15k. You don't need to spend that much on kitchens and bathrooms, but because this is a flip in quite a nice area, I wanted to do it really high end. So yeah, there's going to be an island there for the kitchen. So yeah, this property needs a full rewire. It's first and second fix. It's going to cost 5 grand. So all the plumbing needs redoing in this property. So first and second fix plumbing. So that's hot and cold, that's central heating system, soil waste, all of that. That's going to cost £6,900. Number 4, walls. Peeling wallpaper might seem like a cosmetic issue, but it can hide cracks or uneven plaster. Once the wallpaper's off, you might need to reskim the walls. This can cost a bit of money. A full replaster will cost even more. Number 5, damp. Use your nose. A musty smell could indicate rising damp or water ingress. Look for tide marks on the walls, black mold in the corners, or bubbling paint. Fixing damp can mean new damp proof courses or tanking, and that's not cheap. Number 6, roofing and guttering. Missing tiles, sagging roof lines, or leaking gutters are all red flags. A new roof can run into 5 figures depending on where you are, especially if there's structural timber damage underneath. So outside, obviously there's going to be some landscaping, so obviously a tidy up, trim back everything. There's going to be a patio and a pergola, and that's going to be around £5,000. All plastering and re-skimming is going to get done, obviously, because the walls are fucked. It's going to be around 4,000. So all new fascias and guttering. So also clean the roof, make sure it's just presentable when they sell the property. That's going to cost around £6,000. Number 7, Japanese knotweed. This one's a deal breaker for many. It can devalue a property and it can affect lending, which also affects saleability. It's very expensive to remove professionally. Learn to spot it. If in doubt, get a surveyor. Number 8, flooring. Old carpets might seem easy to rip out, but underneath you could find uneven subfloors or rotten floorboards. Replacing them adds up, especially if you're going for LVT or engineered wood. Number 9, kitchens and bathrooms. Most people already plan to replace these, but don't forget to check the plumbing behind. Dodgy pipework or leaks under the units can drive up your costs. Finally, number 10, external works. Curb appeal counts, and things like broken fences, crumbling steps, or overgrown gardens take time and money to sort out, especially if you need skips or ground workers. If there's cracks on the outside, check the inside. If cracks are on both internal and external, it suggests structural issues, so get this checked by a structural engineer. Another little bonus tip for you, layout and structural changes. If you plan on knocking through walls or opening up spaces, check if the walls are load bearing. You'll need structural calculations and possibly steel beams, which need both building control approval and a chunk of your budget. So basically guys, a good refurb starts at the viewing. Knowing what to look for means you can budget properly, negotiate better, and avoid nasty surprises. Always make sure you allow for a contingency too, because things always come up. let's get back to the video. Remember what I said earlier, we are in the south of the UK, literally the south coast. So the prices are more expensive in the south compared to sort of South Wales, North East, places like that. So second fix carpentry, that's the skirting boards, that's the architraves, that's the doors, that's the kitchen, the flooring, all of that sort of stuff. And that'll be around £7,800. So all the decorating, paint and everything, it's going to cost around £4,000. As you can see, there's been a full rip out, so a lot of stuff had to come out. As you can see, there's skips out there. So there's been quite a few skips, and that's come to £1,800. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. Obviously, prices vary in different areas. We might do one in South Wales next, we might do one in the Northeast, might do one literally in London, because prices vary across the country. Also, it depends on your negotiation skills, how skilled the actual builders are. If you've got a project manager, if you're doing it yourself. So the prices do vary, so take it with a pinch of salt. Subscribe